finished in the king's chamber and banishing the succubus, and the father and son were kind of arguing about what's going on and how he was possibly possessed.
It seems that way.
Themberchaud is making a distraction out in the streets.
With the stone guard, I believe, right?
I think so.
Yeah, and they're fighting the steel guard.
So at the end of last session, you guys were able to bring Deep King Horgar out of his charmed state. And he sounds confused about where he's at and what's going on, and is wondering where his hammer is because he doesn't have it.
And he had a sword, right? Great sword.
He had a big old lightning greatsword.
Dope. Did he throw it away?
Or maybe the succubus has it.
Or he's still holding it.
Well, do you remember what you were told about King Horgar before you came to meet him?
I don't remember what we were told about him, like his disposition and stuff. As far as knowing that he is the ruler and that he was trying to kill everybody, that's pretty much all I remember. He was just trying to take people out to make more of a, I'm going to guess, more of a hold on the city for himself. But
so before you made your way into the hold of the Deep King, during your meeting, the pre-battle meeting with Amber Thrazgad and Arid Blackskull and the Ironheads, it was mentioned to you that he is both an accomplished warrior and basically has a personal relationship with Asmodeus, who gifted him his hammer. And it is said that he can hit you with his hammer and send you directly to hell, to the hells.
So
but when you arrived, he was not wielding said hammer. So, anyhow, I'm going to move you guys. I'm going to move you guys back to this map here where you left off. And yeah, everything is exactly how we left it.
He's a big king.
Oh yeah, he had cast enlarge on himself.
Oh, I thought he was just a big king. Oh, wow.
Well, is Carco and the king still arguing, or are they kind of like come down from their argument state?
We are picking up exactly where we left off last time, where like no time has passed. So he has just come out of his charmed state, and he's confused. He's wondering why he has this big sword instead of his hammer. He basically doesn't know what's going on right now, as far as you can tell. Carcone is still right next to you, but I mean, we are basically mid-conversation here, so nothing has happened in between last session and this session.
Okay. Accomplished warrior, Asmodeus.
First things first, we should ask him what he remembers last.
Are you asking him what he remembers last?
Absolutely. Good job, Ren.
Yeah.
Okay, so he'll then, I guess at this point, since we're clearly not being combative, he will shrink himself back down to normal size.
Jump him! Get him now!
Surprise!
Kick him off the edge! Arrow just hits him right between the eyes.
He's strong.
He's
ready to fight to the death.
He's gonna look over at Rin and be like, I remember Shawl. She came to me and told me that I needed a new advisor, and then and he just is looking kind of confused and searching like he doesn't.
Carco,
Shawl, she assured me that that things were something.
And who is this person?
Sure. Oh, I guess yeah. You probably didn't do introductions. Shawl was my consort. She sat beside me on the stone throne and advised me on matters of great import and whatnot.
Is this the succubus?
Well, I'm sure she wasn't. She didn't look like a succubus when she was there.
Was this the same lady or person that was standing next to you as we enter this chamber?
He doesn't remember anything.
Before, when you guys came into the room, before, I can't remember quite how she got bumped out of her form, but she looked like that.
Right.
It's pretty.
And then
pretty close in the first 3 turns.
She got drop kicked off the side and then came back up.
It was like 10, 12 seconds. I guess I don't. Well, we don't know how long Michelle's been there. I mean, she was just.
Carcone will speak up and be like, and say that woman has been poisoning your mind this whole time. What kind of king are you, father?
Well, how long has Michelle been there, Carcone?
Oh, many weeks now.
Where did you find
her? We didn't find her. She just showed up one day, and I remember she wanted to see the king, and we weren't supposed to let her in, but I feel like we just sort of did let her in.
That sounds like my magic for sure. I'm gonna beat myself.
Well, yes, that was a powerful succubus that I personally sent her away. She's not going to give you any more trouble for a little bit of time. I can't guarantee it forever, but I did send her away. She's back to wherever she first came from, so.
As you're having this conversation, you can still hear. It's fairly muted, but you can still hear the sounds of battle outside. The steel guard and the stone guard are still going at it, and the occasional roar from Themberchaud.
Oh, you should probably address that or fix that.
Oh, you're talking to the king. I was like, are you just were you saying that too?
No. Talking to the king.
I pull these guys aside, and I said, "King, one moment, please." And I address the others, and I say, "See, we have a problem. We promised them a Thundershot. This king's head. I we suspected charming. There could be a charm. We didn't know, but we never discussed with Thundershot on
Yeah, you
what
sent
if he was.
assassination notes to kill many people in the town, including him.
I say
Now they want you dead. They fight at the front of their castle right now. If you step through those doors, you're likely to be killed.
No. We're talking to.
Yeah, are
We're
you guys having an aside, or are you talking to the
well,
king? That's
I think
I'm having a sidebar with the people right now.
Yeah.
yeah, Lou
With
would
our
just say, you know what? You know what? I think we should give him to Themberchaud. We made a deal with a dragon, and they're not the kind that you should really go take your word back on.
okay. Hold on, we
and
have to see if he is perceptive enough to hear you guys.
Can I try to
Well,
like whisper?
Mhm.
I mean,
I'll have him
we
roll
can
with
include him in this
disadvantage.
we can include him in this conversation because at the moment our hands have been tied with perhaps only three choices for him. He can walk out through the front gate and he'll be killed. He can walk out through the front gate and maybe make amends. You know, he could be a good enough king where everybody will forgive him. I don't know. We don't know him as a king.
Yeah, I mean, it
well,
could all.
And
also he can also be charmed again and persuaded again. We need somebody that
I mean, that's the
uh
point, right? Is
will
that
prepare for that kind of stuff.
if they wish
This
to
king
forgive
was
him,
not
that's
prepared for this kind of stuff.
You know who would help
and
with that? Themberchaud.
maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it's only been a couple weeks since these forges have been shut down, so maybe I
Mhm.
mean it all stemmed from the succubus, and then since she's gone, it might go back to quote unquote normal.
Yeah, but somebody's got to pay for the bullshit that uh Thumbershot had to deal with. The,
Well,
And
other people as well,
the
not
and
just
when
him.
it comes down to it, that responsibility lies at the king.
Mm.
No, I mean
Should
the
be a
only third
As
option I
as
see.
King Horgar is gathering his wits about him, he's gonna start asking some questions. Like, what is that noise outside? It sounds like there's battle happening. What is the meaning of this? Is my keep being assaulted?
yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, we have come to initially to kill you.
Invaders have come to Gracklestugh.
No,
I shall rally my troops against them.
no,
And he's going to start
we're
making his way towards the door.
I
God
wouldn't advise
no,
that.
damn it,
no.
Brandon, stop it.
I use my grasping tattoo of grasping, and I hold the king and I say, "Listen, I'm not trying to stop you from okay, I'm trying to stop you from like literally ending your life right here and now. Okay? Can we talk? Can
Is
we talk
is that
civilized?"
a strength save to break out of those, or is it a dex?
One second. Uh,
It's a
inventory? Is
if
it
it's a
one or
grapple, it's her strength or athletics
graph?
versus
It's
your
it's a
athletics
spell,
or
right?
acrobatics.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But
it's a
she's
D
using
Yeah,
her
that's it
coiling
too.
grasp tattoo to do it.
Oh,
So it's
The creature
The
must
creature.
succeed a DC of 14 strength saving throw, or take 3d6 force damage
ooh, I
and
forgot it does damage. Whoopsie.
And be
be
grappled.
grappled by you.
oh boy.
what is your save DC?
Uh, my strength is
It's a DC
14.
14 strength save.
Okay, he rolls a 24, so he basically walks straight through it and keeps walking.
Okay, then I jump and wrap my arms around him and say, "Please, just
Uh,
hold still,
as
and
she
listen
reaches,
to us."
out for him and he's stepping by, Lou's just gonna like quote unquote absent-mindedly walk between them.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Are you so you're disrupting Rin's grapple?
I am.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just gonna kind of follow the king a few steps back.
He's gonna keep
Okay.
rolling.
You're gonna die out there.
Still
Fuck him.
here.
Let him die.
He'll turn around and he'll say, "I
It's
will not though. I have the might of of the hells on my side, and my troops need me to rally them if we're being invaded by some outside. Is it the Drow? Those godforsaken.
It's your own people, dumbass.
Yeah, and in fairness, you don't have what you were rumored to have of your big powerful hammer. You have something else. So with all that, I don't know if it's a good idea to go out there all headstrong.
Oh, come on, guys, you're ruining all the fun.
Roll me a persuasion. Roll me a
He's
persuasion
making
check
his
with advantage.
He's making his choice right now.
Can I assist?
Well,
Crescent, go ahead and roll it.
it's 18.
Advantage is advantage.
Okay.
Did that not show up? It was an 18. I don't know why it didn't show up.
Oh no, it didn't show up. That's weird.
You might have to
Okay.
reset your thing.
Didn't select it.
Okay, he stops and turns and says that cannot be. My people would never rise up against me. I am the king.
Then go outside.
The Steel Shadows have been king of the Dwergar in Gracklestug for generations.
I mean, it is your kingdom. You can do what you want, but yeah, you've been, whether you want to believe it or not, you've been under the succubus spell. So what you've been doing the last few weeks has not been of your own accord. So,
And you have been doing things that have made your people upset.
Carcone will speak up and wave the assassin hit list that you gave him and be like, "You see, Father, this has your signature on it."
He doesn't have that.
It has
Did you
He
give
threw
it
it
to
into
him?
the fire at the beginning of the match.
Yeah, remember he threw it away.
Oh shit, that's right. I forgot that the king took it. That was not in my notes.
It's okay. That was the play.
And or my bad.
I wanted him to have it in case he threw it away, so that there'd be no evidence. That's fine.
I mean, there
Look at this copy that I made really quickly.
I mean, it's his own son. I'm sure he'll take his word for it. Who knows?
The king will look over the group of you and just say, "Well, someone has to stop it. The battle outside. Then, if it's my own people being slaughtered, then we can't just leave them to it."
We can stop it, but you have to make a decision.
I'm a king. Making decisions is what I do. And then he's going to keep walking towards the door.
Let him go. Ren, just let him go.
Okay.
He wants to be dumb. Let him be dumb. I
All
say
right,
that.
he's
I
gonna
say
make
that
his-
loud enough for the king to hear me.
Yes, but the whole issue is that his son could use it against us. So
What's the son's name?
He's watching his father do it in his own.
Carcone.
Carcone. Be ready to take over the throne if that comes to it.
And Lou, stay back where Carcone is for right now. Just even like I just need to do an aside for you at the right here, because actually let me make sure I know how that works. Can you? Because you used your divine sense during last session. How long does that last for?
If I remember correctly, it is an instant burst.
Okay, so it doesn't have a duration that you can sense stuff for.
6 seconds.
Okay.
I'm sorry, 12 seconds technically.
All right. So, as the group is leaving, that kind of ruined what I wanted to do with you, but we'll do it anyway because it's fun story stuff.
Because DM, that's why.
Yeah, fun story.
As you're all turning to leave and follow the king out, Lou, you have this whole time that you've been in the hold of the Deep King just bombarded by demonic energy. And the king obviously was reeking of demonic influence. Carcone, he's doing better, but you can still tell that he's had some on him. But as you are turning to leave this room, you just feel more than you have before a demonic presence. And if you look up towards the throne of the Deep King, just for a moment, almost ethereally, you're going to see this.
Ooh. Aw.
And just after that moment passes, as it's starting to refade again and the presence you can feel leaving, you're going to see that guy smile and wink at you, and then he's gone.
Oh.
Oh, goody.
But Lou is the only one of you who would have seen that. Everyone else is out. I probably could have taken you to the secret channel, but I didn't feel like it.
Okay. I'm gonna spit on the ground towards the throne and kind of grumble as I turn and continue on.
Make a quick religion check for me. With advantage since you're a paladin.
You should stop jumping.
Melt budge.
No, it's not.
All right. You do. You have no idea who that was.
Mm-hmm.
I know
Alright.
that it was something that I know that it's someone that I'm probably going to want to kill later.
Seems likely. All right, so the king exits the chamber and goes out and follows the sounds of battle out to the ramparts of the fortress. And out on the ramparts, you can see the battle is in full swing. Themberchaud has broken a hole through the wall at some point, so the stone guard and the Thrazgad troops have all come in. They are engaging with the steel guard. There is just wanton destruction everywhere you see. You see Themberchaud flapping his wings mightily and crawling along the ground, still unsure if he's too fat to fly.
Awesome.
But as he gets to the top of the rampart, the king is going to cast a little spell on himself, and then you'll hear his voice boom out over the crowd, drowning out all the battle noise, and it'll just be him welling up and saying, "Stop this at once!" And everyone on the ground is going to look up and see him standing there.
And 1,000 arrows come his way.
Probably. Well, we'll see.
The battle does stop. And Themberchaud, obviously, is starting to make his way towards the king, but he is out of earshot of you right now. You can see that someone is talking to him, and he does eventually stalk off. You'll be approached by Amber Thrazgad and Grinta Ironhead, and you can see Grinta just seething at the sight of the king. But Amber is going to come up and she'll say, "I would suggest, if this is going to go a peaceful route, that we have ourselves a little meeting, just the group of us. What do you say?"
She talking
All
to
right.
the group or?
Nah,
That depends.
it's
Do I
about him, but I know
She's
me
not
and Lou-
addressing anyone in particular, but I just wanted to make, before I cut anyone off, I wanted to see if anyone was going to jump in on that.
I said all right.
Yeah,
I think that's a good
Okay.
idea,
I
too.
like at least having diplomatic as an option. Might not come to that, but I will take that as an option, as the first option.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
Yes?
No, go ahead. Sorry. Wasn't important.
The king will nod curtly and say, "Very well. We will return to my chambers for this meeting." And Amber is going to hold a finger up and be like, "Oh, all things considered, I prefer to meet at my own compound." The king agrees as long as he can take some steel guard with him. And we are going to move. We are going to move maps.
Yeah. Hope my map loads this time.
Hold on, I need to reposition everyone here because your tokens are already on this map. Put you guys off to the side. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. Oh, what's that doing? Get out of here. And then we need. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Right, where are they? There they are. Okay. So you rejoin at the compound of Amber Thrazgad. I'm activating the wrong scene. There we go. And you can see Amber, Grinta, and Arid Blackskull up on the up on her little area. And entering from the south is King Horgar, Karkon, and several Steel Guard. And
What
walking
text,
to the center
Sebastian?
of the room. Walking to the center of the room, King Horgar is going to look up at Amber and be like, I see you fancy yourself the new queen of the Dwergar. And she will respond and be like, we're still waiting on one more before we start this out. And then, coming from a side chamber, you are going to see someone you recognize.
Stool.
In walks your old companion, Tenno, who you left with.
I don't know, looks more like a badass now.
Hey,
You left him with Themberchaud, who obviously would not have been able to walk into this area since it's not big enough for him. Tenno looks a little bit different these days. The armor that he had grafted onto his, not an exoskeleton, but a, what would it be? I lost the word I was looking for. Sure. It's been replaced with bright red steel plate. And he is wearing on either side of him as a 2-weapon fighter. He's wielding 2 swords that look extravagant. They are very, very ornate. And he'll walk into the room, and he will see you guys over there, and he will say, "Ah, yes, my friends. Greetings, it is good to see you again."
Man, you look good for a day and a half.
Yeah. They got some fancy
Yes.
upgrades.
Yes, as a representative of Themberchaud's interests within the city, I have been given some upgrades from my Lord Themberchaud himself. Speaking of
Fantastic.
representing his interests, he looks over at the king. I believe that my employer would like to eat him.
Yes, we do know this.
That was one of the possibility outcomes, so that is, I guess.
I can
Still on
second
the
that
table.
one.
So, as far as I can tell, that's still on the table here.
Yeah.
Amber's going to come down, and Grinta is going to be basically right behind her, and you can see that she's kind of just holding him back, but he is just the angriest dwarf you've ever met. Arid Blackskull is there, but she's not as engaged in this conversation as the rest of them are.
Right.
And Amber is going to look over at Tenno and say, I'm sure that we can reach some sort of agreement here that would be amenable to your master. And Tenno will say, yes, there is an amenable agreement to my master. He would like to eat the king.
Perfect.
Are you guys just going to watch this play out, or are you going to jump in here?
Did you happen to discuss any type of a plan B if eating wasn't on the table? Is there anything else that was a close second? Maybe a distant second? I don't know.
Yeah.
Amber will step forward. and say, well, I think that all involved here will agree that the king must step down from his position.
That would be wise.
And King Horgar will of course say, or we could not do that. Being as I am the king, I shall remain king. And Grinta is going to come up and be like, you should already be swinging with your legs cut off, you son of a bitch. You killed all of my family. And Tenno will speak up and be like, yes, I believe that Grinta Ironhead is amenable to the eating of the king, as it were. You can see the steel guard kind of spreading out like they might be preparing for a fight as
Yeah,
tensions are rising here.
That's not going to end well for them, that's for sure.
I mean, we're only visitors to this land, so we don't have a lot in stake other than the fact that we were told that we cannot leave. But it doesn't seem like anyone, including the king, has another option besides eating, or a viable one. I mean,
You could pay reprimands, King.
yeah,
Maybe get favor with your people again.
start the forges back up, have the city producing things again, not everything all shut down. That might be a start.
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion, show up this time. 18.
There it is. 18. Okay, so with an 18, you're going to see Amber kind of nodding her head and being like, I feel like perhaps we could work something out here where the king doesn't need to be necessarily eaten, but perhaps more power given to the families and more power taken away from the monarchy, as it were, since, we don't want something like this to happen again.
No.
I'm going to guess that you guys don't have a democracy per se, that it's more of the king says and his rule is rule.
Amber's going to look over at you and say, yes, that is absolutely the case. The clan leaders all have some, say, we all get access to the king to help state our cases, but none of us have any real power. That rests solely with the king. And apparently whatever succubus you happen to be fucking these days. At which point Tenno will say, ooh, burn.
Sounds like something Tenno would say.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I had to.
well, then something to suggest would be a council of an odd number of leaders that could vote on specific rules. And, it sounds weak, but it's not. It'll strengthen the bonds between all of you.
A kind of checks and balances, if you were, so no one has absolute power.
Absolutely. Otherwise, you'll have another civil uprising again.
Well, we don't want that. The king at this point is going to start looking a little flustered. And, he's a monarch with absolute power. Of course he doesn't want to give up his power. And he will address the crowd and be like, you think you have what it takes to make the sorts of decisions I have to make on a daily basis with the lives of all of these people in my hands at all times?
Well, you had the option before to take care of the people and you let them down. So, we're trying to find a way for everyone to coexist and also not be fucked over again by certain succubuses of some sort.
And Grinta is going to step forward and say, and someone has to pay the piper, as it were. Someone must be held responsible for the lives lost. Someone needs to pay. And he's looking directly at the king.
And since that we can't punish the succubus, she'll
Well, yeah,
find
she's
her way
gone.
back here again. And who's to
Maybe.
say that uh she won't try to do it again? And the
10.
king ends up in her favor again. And then next thing you know, we're back to square one all over again. Can't happen. Sorry. Sorry, king. But
Tenno is going to step forward and say, also, if I may, clearly the king was not able to resist the succubus. Perhaps he is not a fit ruler at all if he doesn't possess the necessary constitution to withstand outside assaults on his mind.
Weak of mind. Doesn't he look tired?
I would make a
Lou's just at the back heckling.
I would make a better king. I wouldn't get charmed by anybody. But I'm not
I
here for
cast Charm Person on
myself.
Rin. I'm just fine.
I don't know. She was able to
That's
fight off those mind
that's
intellects
gonna.
or intellect devours.
Yeah, that's not. Oh man, she just jammed them all up. Yeah, it was brutal.
I couldn't believe she made those saves, but
I mean,
Tenno will also look towards the rest of the Dwergar in here and say, perhaps the Steel Shadow family should no longer be in command of the royal position. Perhaps it is time for them to go back to smithing their weapons as they used to. Carcone this whole time has just been basically staring at his feet.
I figured.
He is not wanting to be part of this conversation. Also, my dog is barking at something, so I need to deal with that for a second.
It's probably just like a spider in the ceiling or something.
Right. It's a ghost.
Dog.
So yeah, I don't mean to spring the whole Lou being an asshole on you guys. He's actually not. It is this guy in particular. It is the king and who he deals with.
Fuck
Well,
this guy in particular.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I don't have a dog in the fight. I'm just like, fuck this dude. He sounds like a piece of shit.
Honestly, I kind of want to give him up to Thunderchaud. Like I am like I'm like all for it.
The
Like
problem.
no matter what he tries to throw at us, like honestly, it doesn't sound like he'll be a good king. And if we let the brother become king, or
Son.
the son become king, he can go against all these people and backlash because we killed his father. So
I
having them
completely
in
agree.
power, bad idea.
So Rin says, down with the monarchy.
Down with monarchy.
I agree.
Put it to a vote. A vote. Who do you want to be the next king or queen?
I think that they should have a
Fight to the death.
like
Hearing
I
hearing this conversation, Horgar is going to take that sword off of his back. He still does not have his hammer. And say, if it's to be this way, then I'm certain to go down in a fight. I'll not just give in to your bloodlust.
I draw my sword and step forward.
I also draw my sword and I say, "You have no room to talk, king, or would be king."
Amber is she's got a big maul that she keeps across her back, and she's gonna get that out and say, you're certain to die if you try that here. And you can see the Steel Guard and Carcone kind of shifting nervously. They pretty obviously are not stoked for a fight, but it's unclear whether or not they'll back the king or not.
You're not gonna win.
I mean, the choice is yours.
If
Yours.
you,
You can fight and die, or you can, surrender and live another day. I mean,
and if anybody
No, not
decides to
surrender.
fight with this king, consider yourself forfeit.
There is no surrendering here. It's either they're going to fight or they're going to work to make a council where everyone has voices.
I think there
That's
should be a
it.
council. I think there should be a council ahead
Not,
of
we're not talking to the
heads
king for
of people.
surrender. He can still remain in power. It's just he will have a little less power.
Okay, fine. Give him a little less power.
Tenno
don't give
is
any
going
power.
to kind of.
You
It's
guys are
hard to
ready to
read
fight him.
his expression since he's not a human, but he's kind of got his face quizzed up a little bit, like he's like something's happening in his head that nobody else can hear, and then he'll refocus and look at the king and say, "Your death is acceptable to Lord Themberchaud of the Wormsmith," and he will pull his weapons also.
Fantastic.
Well, this escalated quickly.
Yeah. I wonder who started that.
Hmm.
You guys did. You encouraged this.
I didn't do nothing. I'm sitting here quiet.
I know. Yeah,
And
you
Nenra's
do
just
it.
got his feet kicked up watching the show.
Yeah.
I'm just doing the same thing.
I'm new to this group, so I'm just chilling. Man, you guys are crazy getting involved in king shit.
Trying to have a peaceful outcome, but it doesn't look like looks like it wants to be an option. So
He is the one who's fighting. The king doesn't want to accept anything other than him being
King.
head honcho. He wants to be the main bitch.
yeah, that's a
Yeah,
whole
I
problem
mean,
with
if
monarchy.
Kidding.
You know,
He's been in power for how many hundreds of years, and his family has. It's not something you just give up.
That's
But
true.
he has to understand.
He has to think about his people. His
King,
people
you
are
have to understand that you're not giving up your position. You are adding more power to it.
I think
make
that
a
they should
make
all
a
share.
persuasion check.
It'd be awful. Let's look at that. 17.
The king's shoulders are going to slump a little bit. He's still got his sword in his hand with the little bits of lightning sparking off of it, but he's not in a battle stance anymore. He's more looking kind of defeated, and it's really, this is the first time you've noticed how old the king is. Like, dwarves take a long time to age, and he is clearly far and away the oldest person in this room. And he just sort of looks old and tired. And he'll put the tip of his sword on the ground, on the floor. And you can see he's still got white knuckle grip around the hilt of it. And he'll say, "No, I can't." And he'll turn and look at Carcone and say, "But you can." And then he is going to drop his sword and hold out his hands, palm up. Be like, "I submit myself to the judgment of whatever this council is going to be." And Tenno cuts his hands off. Ah!
God
What?
damn it. No. I guess that's fair.
Got to get his boss a snack.
Well, I mean, it is still punishment, right?
So, Grinta is going to grab him and start asking some of the guards for manacles. And it looks like what's going to happen is that the king is going to be chained up and taken away.
Perfect.
What about his son?
Yeah, Carcone seems to be. Well, he was never against anybody. He was simply following his father's commands mostly. And he even fought against
Carcone,
his father in the fight that we were with. So
yeah,
he was
Carcone
definitely
has not
against
said a word since they've come in.
he seemed a little more
I want to
level-headed,
hear
right?
his opinion.
Yeah.
I want to hear his opinion about all of this.
I definitely push his voice forward for sure. Carcone may not have been the king, but he is definitely against it.
These two guys are going to start taking the king away.
Bye.
And Tenno will call after and be like, "We will discuss the method of the eating process later. This is acceptable for now." And they go away. Everyone in the room is looking at Carcone. He kind of steps forward and he's going to look over the group and he's going to look over at you guys and he's going to say,
Can anybody
"Look,
detect evil? I need to know this before he even talks. Can anybody detect evil? And I want to detect evil on him.
Does anyone have the ability to detect good and evil?"
As a matter of fact, I do.
Do it on him before he starts talking.
And he's a succubus. He casts charm on everyone.
We can't cast
Bring it on.
Ah,
Let's see. For the duration, you know if there is a... Okay, so yeah. It's basically the same as your divine sense.
yeah, but this lasts for 10 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, so you can tell that there's still some residual demonic influence around both Carcone and the Steel Guard, but it has waned. And as a paladin of a good god who is, well, I lost the word again, familiar with this sort of possession and influence, you would guess that the succubus was the source. But you would note that it's unusual for a single succubus, to be able to influence this many people. Normally, they're kind of restricted to one person that they can charm at a time, and she was pretty clearly focused on the king, but exhibiting influence over many people, which is highly unusual to you.
The power of the fiends grows. They're able to affect and charm more people than they used to.
Carcone is going to step forward here, and now that he's part of the circle, he's going to say, he's going to look around and be like, I don't know how to be a king. My father did not put any of that responsibility on me, but I suppose I can do my best to work amongst you for the good of the city and the good of our people.
If you fuck up, just letting you know. Anything. We'll come back and we will situate you.
Where are we going?
I have no idea. Wherever we
Amber's going to look over and be like, "Where are you going?"
I have no idea.
Nowhere right now.
I
Come on.
bought Moon Thingy. I'm sitting there contemplating on
Right.
how I'm going to get Moon Thingy back, whilst you guys have conversations, and I'm just thinking about Moon Thingy and how much I miss Moon Thingy.
I mean, I can't speak for anybody else, but I am still trying to get to the surface, the main surface. So that's one of the things I'm trying to do. Plus, I'm not opposed to getting a revenge against those who captured us, but that's a secondary at this point.
Unless I get another job, I got nothing to do.
That's my main mission, is to get those fucking fuckers that got me and took Moon Thingy away.
How dare they take Moon Thingy?
It was her great sword.
Oh, yep, let's kill them all. You know, and
And-
Nenros just
and
chilling until he gets another job. He's got nothing going.
It's so cute that she thinks she's getting Moon Thingy back.
That's mean. Oh, that's mean. Don't rile kill everybody here.
I mean, we
It
have
was a sentimental sword that the king gave to me.
All right.
Oh my god.
Ilvara melted it down immediately.
Oh my god. Why did you tell me these things?
to a pimp chalice, you know.
Yeah.
The king. It's now the new king's crown.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Amber is going to look over at your party and say, "Well, I believe our first order of business is going to be reopening the city, so you guys can be on your way. But I believe a reward was promised, was it not?"
That would be
Absolutely.
amazing.
Yes.
She is going to tell something to one of her guards who will leave and return with a very large box. And he is going to put the box on the ground in front of your party. And Amber is going to tell you that I have spent some time with the ore that you brought back to me, and as a reward for you, I have forged a set of plate mail for your party. It is, and the guard will open the box as he retreats back, and you are going to see a very fine set of greenish hued plate mail, which is the same coloring as the ore that you guys found. And Amber is going to pick up a piece of the armor and examine it and tell you that the ore has special properties, and it will protect you from not only the blows of your enemies, but also any acid thrown upon you would be considerably less effective against this metal. And this is plate armor of acid resistance.
Nice.
The half plate now.
It is full plate.
Oh,
Cool. So I
Paladin.
think only
Amber.
Lou can
Is
wear
that
that.
only one set or is that multiple sets?
It is one set.
Okay. I mean, as much as I like that, I kind of like my red scale mail is I think is working for me. So if anybody else would like it,
I can't wear it. I can only wear
Mhm.
half plate now.
Too heavy for me too.
Well, if no one else is going to, be able to use it,
Yeah.
and yeah, Lou will pick it up.
Go for it,
All
Rabbit.
right. Lou has a very nice set of armor of acid resistance.
That's plate. Very nice.
It is plate.
Did
It's
did
awesome.
Carcone pick up the greatsword?
The greatsword is still laying on the floor. No one has touched it.
Can I have that greatsword there? If nobody's gonna take that,
Um,
because I have nothing.
can wield a great
Carcone's going to look over at you and say, "This sword's bigger than you are.
I know.
What are you going to do with it?"
I can find use for it.
He'll pick it up and toss it to you. Fine, take it.
you're just tossing a whole ass greatsword.
Can I
Is it
duck and have it decapitate Lou?
Oh,
Lou, make a
wow.
dex save.
You don't throw a greatsword at somebody.
Jeez, Liv.
I'll
You
try
do
and
if
catch
you're a
it.
dwarf.
Guys. Cool. Thank you.
Okay.
I mean, if we're going to take the great sword with us, and you can't actually use it, you're going to figure out something to do with it. Would you mind if I give it a few swings?
Oh, this is my sword.
I mean, yes, I would just be loaning it from you.
I tell you what,
what's
I have
what's Cassius's strength score?
30.
Divided by 3.
Cassius, you're not lying to the DM, are you? That might have
9.
consequences. 9?
9.
Okay, yeah, you cannot lift this sword up. Like you can drag it around, but you can't lift it over your head or anything. Like this is very heavy.
Do you have any of
What do
those finesse great swords on hand by any chance?
I tell you what I will do then, is I will cast Enhance Ability on myself.
All right.
And I will give myself an additional strength. I have advantage on strength checks to carry, and my carrying capacity is doubled.
So what? You
All
can
right.
hold it for like what? 8 hours? 10 hours?
An hour at least.
Oh.
So you just,
All right. For
I'll
an
just go
hour,
like, ha,
you are able to
ha,
carry
oh,
it
it
around.
doesn't lift, and then I'll just flex and lift it up and put it on my back. I'll just hold it. Swing. See, I'm fine.
Interesting.
And then Grinta is going to walk over to Anenra, and he is going to say, "I had some of the priests and some of my smiths make a little something for you."
Oh.
And he's going to hand out a bundle of arrows to you.
Ooh.
Oh yay!
I will always
Now
take
you have
arrows.
Arrows to shoot.
And if I do this, will they come up? Nope, it just looks like that.
What the
It's a
hell?
crab.
I was like, is that a tractor crab? I'm so confused.
I'll just drop them in your inventory. But when you look at these arrows, you can see that the shafts of the arrows are jet black. And the fletching, it's not feathers. There's no birds down here. But the fletching on it is bright red.
Boy.
And he is going to tell you, these arrows are a little bit special. Once they leave the apparatus from which they are fired, whatever that thing is that you're carrying, it ain't no crossbow, that's for sure.
No, it's
But
better.
once they leave, they catch fire.
Ooh.
Oh.
And you have a bundle of 20 fire arrows.
Oh boy.
That's pretty dope, buddy.
That is pretty dope.
I will drop those in your...
I said they're in D Beyond or is that a
They're
homebrew?
homebrew
Okay.
items, so I don't know if... You might be able to, since you're in the campaign with me, to see them. But I might have to drop them in. That's the wrong one.
Yeah, if you're
Yeah,
carrying
I
stuff and
put it in flame, and yeah, there's no arrows.
All right, I'll drop them in your inventory. Armor of acid resistance is not a homebrew item, though, so you should be able to find that no problem.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, nope. Flame arrows, wondrous.
Is that like +2
Arrows,
cold
black check, flame, red fletching.
Fire arrows.
Yep, they're in there. For some reason, I just had to put in arrows, not fire.
Okay. And they are and they are the ones that deal 2d6 fire damage in addition to normal damage.
Yep.
That's the ones.
Yep, I do have homebrew activated, so they were in there.
Perfect. And I guess since you are getting it from somebody who would know what it is, Cassius, you are now in possession of an arcing greatsword.
Okay.
Yay!
But I believe there's 2 arcing greatswords, so let me make sure you have the right one.
Okay.
And no, Jesus Christ, not my characters.
Oh, you're just gonna put it in the inventory?
Yeah, I'm gonna drop it in for you.
Thank you, sir.
An arcane or an acheron?
An arcing, arcing.
Arcing.
Like lightning arc. Yeah. Tesla. Eventually. It takes a while to load stuff.
All right, it is now in your inventory. Okay.
I've had this magic item for a while, and I'd like to ask Amber or somebody if do you guys know how to dispel a curse from a cursed item?
The priest could probably remove a curse if that was something you needed.
Okay. That'll probably be my next step then.
DM question.
Yes, sir.
Does the spell remove curse permanently remove a curse from an item in your games?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Dispel magic does not dispel curses. It has to be remove curse.
It suppresses it, I guess? Or does it do nothing?
Dispel magic generally wouldn't do anything to a curse, I think.
Yeah. No, it has no effect on curses. It's special magic.
I mean, that's great for clarifying, because I know we tried Dispel magic earlier on, and it didn't work because of the roll, so I didn't know if it would, at the very least, it would suppress it for a little while or something.
Yeah, because I tried Dispel magic, not remove curse, right?
To be honest, I totally forgot about it.
Yeah.
Which is why it has not.
I know I
Which
rolled
is why
for
it has not been affecting you.
Yeah.
Given a bit of time, I could remove that curse from it for you.
That's
Next level, I get remove curse.
very, very interesting.
I mean, all I got to do is sleep, and I can repair it. So.
Oh, okay.
All right. You guys are now free to leave the city as you like.
I know we haven't really been talking to Eldith and Stool and the Prince. Wonder if they have a place to be
The
or
motley
want to get
crew.
back to. Yeah.
Well, you know that Stool was wanting to get back to the Neverlight Grove, where he's from. Eldith is looking to get back to the surface. Buppado's dead. Jimjar is still brain dead. Sereth is gone. Shushar's gone. And Turvy is dead, and Topsy was abducted. That's right.
It was unfortunate, but it happens.
So yeah, you guys still have Eldith, Jimjar, and Prince Darendil and Stool.
Yeah, the weird prince guy.
Always try to get Topsy back.
Well, we don't actually know where Topsy was abducted to.
Yeah.
So that she was abducted, which
you know that the undead wizard or something was able to grab Topsy and then plane shift away.
Yeah.
That could be anywhere, any plane.
Well,
Oh, and Urxus is on a self-contained mini-adventure, so you don't know what he's up to.
Bye, Urxus.
So if we go to this Stool's place,
Stool will pipe up. Yeah, the Grove, my home.
Yeah, but it kind of moves. I think you said, or we don't really know where it is.
Yeah, it's wherever the sovereigns go.
What's that? More mushroom people?
Sovereigns are basically grown-up stools. They're big mushroom people.
Oh, so we got to look for some big mushroom people then, and try and figure out where you are. Where we're going. Oh. The surface is right. Easier to find. I don't know.
Amber will tell you that we have dealings with the surface occasionally, but it has been many weeks now since a caravan has come through. I'm afraid there's no one here that could guide you. But we can supply you for your journey.
You send caravans to the surface, or they come from the surface?
A little column A, a little column B. They make their way through the Underdark. We do some trading, and then they leave.
Whereabouts?
She'll look over at Lou and say, "Your people, they have come through here looking for our fine goods many a time."
Have you happened to see any of them recently?
Unfortunately, no. We've the forges have been shut down, so trade's been at a standstill anyway. But no caravan's been through in some weeks now. It's unusual.
I lost my party down here. It's actually why I was alone when I came to your city.
Well,
you must not have been the party navigator.
No, that was fucking Jeremy. And he likes to keep the
Ah,
maps to
Jeremy.
himself.
Yeah, if only he's spoken, you know.
Wow. I mean, if you're going to start moving caravans again, I do happen to know someone who creates magical items on the surface.
Well, we create magical items here if we haven't killed off all our priests anyway.
Oh boy.
So our plan of action really is stay here, try to find a surface entrance or exit, go to Stool's place, and that's kind of what our options are.
Is there anything that you guys need help with? Trying to establish um a better way of taking care of your city? Is there anything that you need help with?
No,
We
nomads.
could.
I'm sure we'll manage.
Hmm.
We might exterminate the Darrow, but they're nuisances anyway.
Those are the gnome people, right?
Yes, they have been causing quite a bit of trouble, as I'm sure you're aware.
Yes, they were quite a big issue when we were looking for the ore.
What about in our travels here, we ran into this two-headed monster. Do you have any words on that? How to defeat it? How to stay away from it? Any words
A
of wisdom on it?
two-headed monster?
Came from the
You mean like a
sea.
hydra? Did it get a bunch of its heads cut off?
It
You
looked
the weird.
more, and I would kind of describe how what the monster we saw. It's like
Ooh,
me
I can
personally,
help.
I can't remember what it looked like.
I can cast Silent Image. It's a 15-foot image that I can make as my absolute last spell I can cast, and I'll make it look like the thing that came out of the Dark Lake
Yeah.
next to Kuatoa. Yeah,
What
just
the
only
fuck
15 foot
is
tall.
that thing?
Yeah, this
That
thing
is
came
what
out of
came
the
out of the
Dark
Dark
Lake,
Lake.
and it
In
eradicated a large population of Kuatoa.
Lou, you would recognize this as Demogorgon. I'm not even going to make you roll for the Prince of Demons.
that is one of the most powerful fiends in existence.
One might say the most powerful fiend, or well, not fiend, but demon anyway.
I mean, does it have any weaknesses, known weaknesses, or does everyone just run
Uh,
from it and hope for the best?
I mean, that
Gods.
thing was like,
Gods are a
what,
good
30 feet
weakness.
tall?
yeah, the
I mean,
Dwerg are all looking at the silent image going, I have never seen that in my life, and I would not fight it. I would run while I shit my pants.
yeah. I know this is only 15 feet, but I think it was like, what, 100 foot tall or something? Yeah. So,
It
as
was
long as,
real
hey, if
big.
you guys haven't seen it, that's great. That's great news for us because we don't have to worry about it maybe suddenly coming
Indeed. Hopefully, it doesn't come here. I mean, the Dark Lake is like right there, so
here. Mm-hmm. Well,
we'll post some extra guards, I guess.
I guess just be aware of it, right? And having an emergency plan to evacuate if need be, right? You can always rebuild a
And
castle.
I mean, out of
I'm not
character,
even sure if
did
out
we
of character.
did we find some paperwork or something, or just images of it in what we're looking for? Ooh, people can't. The little demon guy, and we ran through all the tunnels. Did we find some drawings and some sketches of it?
Where you found Tenno, yes, they were basically trying to summon him.
Oh, they're creating like summoning circle stuff.
No, like they were trying to entice him to come, not like literally summoning him.
Oh,
But like that's why they were trying to make two-headed things, and the dragon egg was the gift for the prince,
gotcha.
the
I
prince
think it
of
would be
demons.
that might be a good idea to eradicate the arrow.
Yeah, they were up to
If
some
you
weird
need
shit.
some extra
The
storage,
Darrow are
I
always up to some weird shit.
wouldn't
But
mind
look,
helping
I
with
know
that.
you've been wanting out of this town for some time. You
Mm,
now have that opportunity.
perfect.
Not that we don't love your company.
Oh, Amber, do go on.
Are we gonna hit on Amber now?
No,
It'll be Rictavio all over again.
I'm
Mm.
sure my wife will hit me from the bedroom. Just a slipper will
So
bounce off the door and hit me in the face.
you are able to collect ration supplies here. You're basically fully restocked, and before you are gonna head out of the city, you will all level up.
Sweet.
Okay.
What? Don't we need to also go see Themberchaud?
Do you?
Well,
He promised us some stuff if we took
Oh
care of the
yeah,
king as well.
true.
Mm-hmm.
and I think Rin had
All
a
right.
half plate being made, or at least something like that.
Oh, you know what? I took Themberchaud's lair off of here and put it over here. That's why I can't find it.
Equipment, so we have basic stuff. So pouch containing gold. I'll take that away. Clothes, crowbar, leather armor, and explorer's pack. I guess is what we would have had. Oh, I don't need the
Oh.
leather daggers. We don't get that. And that's starting point.
Do you guys
Yes,
want to
please.
go visit Themberchaud?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yes.
All right. You guys leave the Thrazgad compound, make your way over to the lair of Themberchaud. No one accosts you along the way. You're all basically city heroes now. So you enter the temple, go into Themberchaud's area, where you are led in by Tenno, who stands next to his new master. And Themberchaud looks over the party and says, "I believe you all owe me a snack."
Oh shit! Did we bring the hands?
Did he actually cut the
Tenno
hands
didn't
off, or?
really cut the
He
hands.
did.
Oh, I thought he cut his hands off. I didn't hear
Oh, I
nobody
thought he was
objecting
serious.
to that. I figured he had did it.
Yeah, that's why I let it all go, because it's like, okay, we
Yeah,
got the hands at least. It's a little snack.
seems like a reasonable. Yeah, it seems reasonable punishment for what he did. Can we have brought the hands, sir? Bring you
You
hands.
guys want to go cut off the king's hands?
Oh, I thought he did. All right. Well, if he didn't, I don't.
Let's cut off
No.
his
Cutting his
non-dominant hand.
hands. Cutting his hands off was a joke that I made. I am sorry if I got anyone confused.
Okay. Uh, Jesus. I don't think we really have anything for him. I mean, everything played out, and the king has been basically arrested and sent to his dungeon. I'm sure. I mean, if you wish for us to do so, I would have no problem going and actually bringing you his head.
He's gonna look at you kind of ponderingly. Be like, I would definitely like to eat him. But I suppose for now, this is an amenable situation.
I was gonna say, Lou starts walking out, and he's like, I really would like to eat him. It's like, oh,
I mean, I'm not one to argue with a dragon, so.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Dude, what else did you guys want to do?
Cassius, I know that you had wanted. We had talked before the session about some stuff that you wanted to do.
Yeah, if we're given free time here, I'd definitely like to try and find somebody to be able to send message to the surface. I have a note for you, and I would just scratch off the last part there that talked about the king.
Okay. You're not going to find anyone with a direct link to the surface. I'll let you know that right now. But why don't you hover on the secret channel for a second, and we'll get what you're doing figured out. And then, is anybody else going to be doing anything in the city, or are you guys going to
I
take
do
off from
have a
here?
question.
Yes.
Like okay, so I remember that I asked before I left about them making me a half plate meal. I'm guessing that never happened. Huh?
No, that was
They
the
made
item
the.
that we were waiting for.
I mean, it specifically is plate, not half plate, but I am certain that we could find you some half plate in this town.
Okay, that works.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't have
The
much.
armor of acid resistance that Amber Thrazgad makes is specifically plate. I mean, I guess I could make it whatever I wanted, but that's why I said that's
No,
why
no, no,
that's why
no.
it went that way.
Wait,
But
I'm not gonna take that away from Lou.
No, go for it.
No.
Well, because
I
I
just need
remember,
half plate armor.
I
It's
swear last session that it was brought up that Rin had put in the order with them to have a set made. So I'm totally okay with the armor of acid resistance being turned into half plate for her. That's cool.
okay, let's just do that then. That'll make things easy.
Okay. I'll just hand Lou the arcing greatsword. Here, you're being nice to my friend.
By magically turning your armor into armor that fits her.
Yes. Relinquishing the magical plate mail, I will give you the arcing greatsword that I probably would have given you anyway.
Well, you're a gentleman and a scholar.
Yeah,
Does Lou use great weapons? I mean, I know you can, but you're a sword and shield guy, aren't you?
oh, you want this
Technically,
weapon?
but Lou uses whatever weapon he can use. He doesn't
Okay.
You
have
want
anything
this?
that he specifically it sets
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, you want this?
That's fine. No, I wasn't going to change the arcing greatsword. I was just making sure that that's what was going on here. Anyhow,
You do have plate mail already, Lou, or are you still unarmed?
No, I have chain.
Chain. Well, I mean, we could look and work for plate mail if you're looking for that too.
I would say not right now. Plate is relatively expensive and time consuming to make, and for me being a Harengon, it would take like an actual fitting, like a custom set made most likely. So
Mm-hmm.
we can wait until later to do that.
I mean, if you guys don't have anything else, we have time at the moment to do things like this. I think.
well, I would like to take a rest.
oh, and you guys are leveling up when you leave the city. Well, that's what I was going to say. Is when I go to the other
Okay.
channel to deal with Cassius's stuff, you guys do your
Okay,
level
so
up,
then I level
and then
up.
we'll
Okay.
go.
Hey, DM
And,
question.
yes, sir.
Can I multi-class?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got no problem multi-classing.
Okay, just making sure.
You level 8 ranger.
Yep.
Zach,
That
how
is
do you
boss.
edit your character?
Well, what do you mean?
Anvil.
What are you trying to
Okay,
do?
I figured it out.
Oh, okay.
What were we saying?
You're welcome.
What were we saying about a level 8 ranger?
Level 8 ranger's awesome.
Oh,
I
yeah.
usually go to 5, and that's it.
Honestly,
Never
I
go
was
massive.
I was only really planning on going to level 3, but when I made the character, you guys started at 7, so I was like, well, fuck. So
Okay.
I mean, this campaign goes approximately to somewhere between level 16 and 18. So there's going to be time if you want to dip into other classes.
yeah, I just wish I dipped into other classes sooner. I didn't want to be 8 levels of ranger, but it's okay.
Talk to me after the session today, and we'll get you figured out. Like you don't, that's fine. If you don't want to be 8 levels of ranger, like we can work with that.
That's why I like Tom.
Can
He
Yeah.
works with the players.
we don't have to go to anything in particular, but is there anything that I can get, like any type of like diamond dust or things of that nature? Because there are a lot of these like level 5 spells and other stuff as consumable stuff. So
Yeah, the problem that you're going to find in Gracklestugh is this is a city where they don't really make jewelry. There's not really everything that you see that's ornate is ornate metalworks. There's not really a lot of jewelry here.
all right, that works.
Um,
I mean,
Blingdenstone is where you want to go for jewels.
okay.
Sounds like we should Blingdenstone.
Do we know
Where
about
you get the
I know,
Blingdenstone?
right?
Before you get the bling.
Yeah. That's where Jim Jar and Topsy and Turvy are from, and where
Okay.
they were trying to get to.
But without them
Jim Jar's
here, we
brain
don't really.
dead.
We don't really. Well, yeah. If we,
You have Jim Jar. He's just brain dead right now.
I mean, if we took him back,
We
could we
could-
get those jewels and stuff? I mean, maybe they can figure out how to.
Maybe we could
bring him
find a
back?
priest that could
Yeah.
fix
I would
him.
definitely want to talk and try to priest him up if possible.
1 second.
Yeah, because
here.
that's not fair to him. We're trying to handle the toadstool, but we should also help the one that is a little bit brain dead.
Yeah, Jim Jar's fun. It was just unfortunate that he got whaled.
Yeah. As a cleric, Crescent, you would know that getting his brain deadness fixed is a matter of greater restoration.
Right.
Mm.
Ooh, did he get hit with the feeble mind or whatever it is?
Yeah.
He got his intellect devoured.
Yeah.
Another reason why I need diamond dust, for that type of reason. So, but I mean, I
But
can't.
you are in a city that has clerics. Like
Doesn't have to be you. It could be anyone.
Right.
doesn't yeah.
But we also.
But if
have
you want it
no
to be
one.
you, that's also fine.
I meant for the future, but yeah, if we could try to find someone in the city that I don't have to burn consumables now, that would be the better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We
I'm
also
going to
have
say
no-
that it's fairly easy for you to find priests because it's not just the Keepers of the Flame. Those are not the only priests in town. Like every major clan has their own priests and their own setup. And
Oh my, sorry. I just looked at my. I have +10 to my great sword.
Jesus.
Why?
Okay.
Oh, because you leveled up. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
But that's +10 when you're
it was like
raging,
a
though,
complete
right?
shock
It's
for
okay.
me. Like, why?
so
Why is
between
everything level 9?
between everything you've done in the city and people owe you favors. If you want to have someone cast Greater Restoration on Jim Jar, that's gonna happen. Like you can do
Yeah, we want that.
that.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's a good guy.
That, and if we're
So-
doing that, look for remove someone who can remove curse on the Cassius's item.
I mean, yeah, if I could remove the curse
mean,
off
yeah.
of my sword,
If we're not
my-
pushing off right away, I mean,
if it's
Okay.
possible. Hopefully it doesn't eliminate it, but if it does, at least I have another dagger.
So we'll say when Cassius and I get back, because Cassius, you and I are going to go over to the other channel for a second to do your stuff that you wanted to do privately. Everybody else take care of your level up, and when we come back, then Jim Jar we'll consider this when Jim Jar gets his restored by the cleric, and we'll be ready to leave town if you are ready to leave town.
awesome.
So Cassius, meet me over on the super secret channel. And we'll get your
Yay!
stuff
Sorry. Give him a little. I gave him a ruby worth 100 gold.
But yeah, we really haven't got a lot of gold since this whole campaign.
What do you need it for?
I need 40 gold to send a message to some of my allies that you guys don't know, but they created. We helped find a kind of mine that creates magical wares and whatnot. And what I'm hoping is that we could have that person eventually get in touch with us and send us the percentage of money made from that caravan, cave, and then hopefully we'd have some funds coming in. And I know that's difficult, but we could have it sent here and then held on to.
So it's an investment.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
All right, I'll hook you up.
It's definitely not a pyramid scheme.
Yes, if all of you give me 10 gold and then I'll help you find people who give you each 20 gold, then it'll start to work out really well for us.
Yeah, I have 10 gold on my thing for some reason, but
I'll give you 40.
yeah, well,
40, 50 is totally fine.
Yeah,
okay.
I'll give you the 40, but if you don't pay me back
Yeah,
or I don't see a return, we're
Oh,
gonna
I
have
haven't
problems.
gotten any gold since I've been here, and we've been
Yeah.
here almost 2 weeks, I think.
I mean, I can give you my 10 if that would help.
Uh, about 20 from you and 5 from you, so 25. I think that just covers it.
Oh, I literally just gave you. I just took out the 40.
Perfect. 45 it is.
Okay.
Remember, better see enough return on my investment.
Oh,
Oh,
You
I'm breaking
both
Tom's
the.
better.
not
Oh,
dead.
oh, I'm
You
breaking
both better
kneecaps.
write it down, otherwise you're both gonna forget.
As
Um,
long as we are not dead, that is totally doable.
I'm GP to
Okay.
Cassius for returns.
Mhm.
Perfect. I will
and
give Tom the gold that we discussed.
Okay.
What did we end up? We did get some money, and then we bought some clothes. We robbed the guy. We should have some in that, right? Because we never really bought anything.
I mean, I
I
looked
am not
back
in
into the
charge of your
notes.
gold consumption. I have
Yep.
I
no
looked back
idea.
into the notes and I didn't see anything particular. I mean, we haven't found anything gold that, actual gold or silver
We
or any of
haven't
that
collected
while we've been out.
anything
I
to.
I do have a
Really, really
policy that if you do not write it in your inventory, you do not have it. So
Yeah, I did make it a point to look back into the notes that Matt here's been making, and I don't see us having made any actual funds like itself. We've been rewarded mostly with items and stuff that we found.
Yep. I got. Not sure how I got the 100 gold, but
Yeah,
Awesome.
that's where the hunger gold came from. When we first got here, there was a sack of
and
money.
Enra wasn't with you when you
I
first
wasn't with
got
you.
here.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you found me.
I mean, when we came back, we went to Amber, we went
That's what
to
it was. I remember where I got my money from.
Steel. That was it.
When I killed my mark, she had money on her, and I didn't share it with you guys.
okay.
Ah, yeah, that's
I
right.
gave you the items, but I didn't give you the gold.
Yeah, you don't have to share stuff, especially things like that.
Only because it was my mark. That was the only reason why I kept it.
We didn't ask you questions.
No.
Cool.
All right.
Well, I'm good with what I got, and I guess with if I'm able to, I'd like to find somebody to try and decurse my blade here, if possible, and then that'll be it for me.
All right. You go back to the priests who are just rousing Jimjar from his brain dead stupor, and you present them with this cursed item,
Wrapped up. It's wrapped up.
and they look at you like you're a crazy person. They're like, "We literally just saved your friend from being brain dead. How much goodwill do you think we have?"
Just one more, and I will be in your debt.
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
No, damn it.
Can I give him? Ooh, yeah. Can I give him guidance on top of that?
Sure.
Disadvantage with the D4. Okay, roll. Here's my disadvantage, which is not great. 12 and D4. So 13.
13.
You
All
know,
right. What does he roll? He looks down at your bundle and he says, "All right, I'll do that for you
Cool.
for
Just
200
don't
gold
touch.
pieces."
God damn it. Go ahead and touch the blade, and it'll be fine. Please don't do that. All right. Well, I will bundle this up, and I will return with gold if possible.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Throw the goddamn thing in the lake. All right, that's it for me. I'm gonna level up my character. Yay.
All right. Is everybody ready to leave Gracklestug?
Yeah. So
God, it's been so long.
Yeah.
So where are we going? Are we going to
Aren't we gonna give
You have
Themberchaud the
you have a couple of leads. Blingdenstone is where Jimjar's from. It's the Deep Gnome city. He would know that caravans to the surface do come through. They do trade with the surface, so there's probably a way to the surface there. The Stool wants to get back to his people and get to the Neverlight Grove, which is where the Myconids live. And Eldith doesn't know any way out, but she just wants to get to the surface with you guys.
Right.
Prince Darendil also does not know a way out, and as far as he is concerned, he's from one of the high forests of the surface because he still thinks he's an elf. Or rather, he is an elf that has been transformed into a Quaggoth.
So do we drop Stool off back to his place, or we go to the place that has access to the surface?
Or which one do we head to for? Like, which one's closer?
True.
You do not really know where the Neverlight Grove is, since it's vaguely mobile.
So then we should bring, what's his name? The one that
Jimjar?
that Jimjar, yeah.
Jimjar's going to sit up weakly, grab a gold piece out of his jacket, flick it around his fingers, and say, "I bet this does not go smoothly."
I'll take that bet, Ginger. Okay.
So you have a reasonable idea of where Blingdenstone is. You know that it is. I actually can tell you exactly how far away it is, but I'm not going to.
Jesus. Okay.
There we go. From Gracklestug to Blingdenstone. All right. You know that it is based on who you've talked to around the town. You know, Blingdenstone is going to be a few weeks of travel from where you are.
I mean, Blingdenstone.
So a few weeks, or probably a few weeks plus or minus, because the place moves. Unfortunately, I don't think there's a choice there.
The Grove,
it's pretty obvious.
The Grove
right?
is what moves. Blingdenstone doesn't move.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Blingdenstone, we pretty much know it's a couple weeks travel. The Stool's place could be a couple weeks, could be a month if it moves around. So
It could be right outside.
Yeah, we could start heading
All right.
to Blingdenstone, and if we happen to run across it, then stop there first. But it seems like a more for sure thing to me.
We can also ask around whilst we're at it.
I mean, we'll probably be on a boat like we did when we got here, so I don't know how much there is to ask, but we can sure try.
You can go the way of the Dark Lake, or you can go like it's not terribly different time wise if you want to go by boat or overland, or rather underland.
That is up to the group. I mean, I'm good on
Well,
boat, but I can go
if
land
we
too.
go on foot, we're more likely to get ambushed by
We're
anything.
more likely
We
to have
could
a
even
fight.
bump into that succubus. Who knows if she's in this plane by now? Um,
I think we have
she
about an
could
equal
walk.
chance to, on the sea too for that case. But
Yeah, and who knows what's ever in that water? Like we don't know what's in the water.
Well, we definitely don't want to go into the water. That
yeah,
damn thing is in there.
I mean, if it's about the same amount of travel, yeah, land works for me.
Okay.
All right.
So you guys exit Gracklestug and you head out. And right outside Gracklestug and leading up towards Gracklestug, I mean, it's basically a road. Like, it's pretty easy to go for the first little while here. You do eventually find your way into some. It becomes less and less traveled the further you get from the city until you are going through actual rough-hewn tunnels that aren't worked over. So now we need to make some rolls to see how smooth your adventure is to Blingdenstone.
So since we leveled up, we would have got all the all the benefits of a long rest, correct?
Yes,
So
and you would have been able to take a rest before you left the city anyway.
Okay.
But yes. So you guys are making your way. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, roll for. Okay. So you guys make your way out of Gracklestug. For the first leg of your journey, you're following along the shores of the Dark Lake, but not getting in it.
Right.
And the way is fairly easy to discern. The further you get, like I said, that becomes more and more like natural tunnels. So why doesn't I guess Enenra, are you back yet, or are you still gone? Okay, he's still gone. Somebody needs to make a survival check to follow your directions on the way to Blingdenstone here.
My survival's not that bad.
Mine is
Yeah, whoever is guiding the party, basically.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's in the bathroom. Oh, but he is listening.
All right, I'll throw it out a roll with guidance.
I was looking to. I was just about to look if I had proficiency right now.
That's a 17.
17. Okay. You're pretty confident that you are going the right way. Let's make another quick roll here. Ooh. Okay. You. Come on, stupid thing. Where are you? There you are.
Oh, I pick up while we're doing this, I pick up the toad and I tell him that I'm sorry for always trying to lick him and trying to eat him.
Oh,
And I hope that we can find his home and that way that he can be with his family once again.
he says, "Well, thanks, Rin. It's so nice of you to stop licking me. Stop it. Stop it."
I didn't lick. I swear I didn't.
You said you didn't lick the toad, not the stool, not the mushroom person.
So you find your way as you go along here, and you are going through some fairly narrow, very, very dark tunnels. Are you lighting up torches so that Rin can see and Lou can see?
I can use my dancing lights if you
Okay.
have, or even light itself. I can actually cast light on multiple times. It lasts for an hour. I mean,
I mean, I can always,
Not concentration.
for an hour a day, I can share my vision.
That's only an hour.
I'm gonna make sure Gidget's out as we're traveling as well.
Okay.
He makes 60 feet.
So,
Can I be stealthy?
yes, you may. Are you in front, Enra? Are you the guide here?
I can be.
I figured as a ranger, that's probably.
Uh-oh.
I can do
Yeah.
dancing lights. It creates a 40-foot circle. I guess above both of them.
Okay.
Or 20-foot circle above both of them for 2 lights for each of them. I create 4 of them. I mean, I can do that. That's 10 minutes. Cantrip. And keep casting it.
Okay. So as you make your way, you're gonna eventually be going through a fairly narrow tunnel. Like it's still wide enough that you can all walk, across if you wanted. In fact, it is 5, 10, 15. It's about 20 feet wide. So, but and then Ra, since you're out in front, why don't you throw me a perception check?
Are we in the Underdark or Mountain region?
We are in the Underdark.
Cool. Then I should have advantage on all this stuff.
I mean, I
Okay.
also have a passive 18 for perception, if that helps.
It does help.
Ooh, mine's 20.
Ooh, there you go.
Yay.
That's right. You
Mine,
took alert, too,
my,
right?
mine's
I
19.
did, yeah.
Back up.
Passive perception of 19. Passive investigation of 18.
Lou has a passive perception of 14.
I
17.
roll a fucking 4.
Okay, so with a 17, as you're making your way into this tunnel, you don't notice it immediately, but you notice it before you get stuck. Your feet are starting to stick to the floor and be kind of hard to pull up.
Sorry, it's a 26. I forgot I had advantage because we're in the Underdark.
Oh, okay. Well, with a 26, as you enter this area, you definitely notice webbing everywhere before you touch any of it. And you can see from where you're at, and I'll move you guys to this map, that the webbing becomes more dense as you go.
Oh, we are definitely in a
But
spider's lair.
so at this point, since your perception was good enough, even though looking at where you guys are, you're in the webs. We're going to say that you haven't actually you haven't touched any webs yet.
Okay.
And Enra notices the webs before it's a problem. And you cast light on Rin, right? Somebody did anyway?
Yeah, Cassius, right?
They're dancing lights, so they just float above their heads. I think Enra, or I know Rin can't see, but somebody else can't see as well, right?
Rin and Lou can't see, so
So they got 20 feet of light. I think it's
20
dim
feet
light.
of dim light or bright light, yeah.
I'm just gonna check real quick. So it sheds dim light in 10 foot. So yeah, it's just 20 foot of dim light.
Quit moving, Lou. I've got to adjust your token here so that you've got light.
My bad.
Just over here just dancing around.
Okay. So, yeah, you notice immediately, Ananra, that you are getting into an area with a lot of webbing. I mean, with a 26, you're going to see several body-shaped cocoons in the webs up ahead, but you are very clearly in an area that has some spider activity.
Yes, I will inform the group. Be
Ooh,
very
spiders.
careful. There is some form of spider.
I hate spiders.
Well, when he says
I do
that,
too.
I will still actually cast or invoke Eyes of the Night on the 4 least seeing people creatures.
Okay.
So
Oh wait, are we in dim light or darkness right now?
You are in complete darkness right
yeah.
now.
Oh shit, your boy's
So-
pretty much invisible.
Yeah, it says creatures.
Oh, that's right, because you're a Gloomstalker.
Yep.
And remind me, Gloomstalkers.
Okay. I need to be right back. I'm
So they can't be
listening. I can
seen
hear everything.
while
I just
people use
Yeah.
dark vision.
Yeah. While in darkness, you are invisible to any creature that relies on dark vision to see you in darkness.
Okay,
That
let
means we
me
can't see you either.
Yeah, no one can see me right now.
Awesome.
let me check something here because, of course, I put the wrong thing out.
Has anybody ever had on a pair of night vision goggles and suddenly somebody turned on the light?
Yes, it sucks so bad.
I'm just thinking, like, I've got the daylight spell.
Yeah. Does
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh God.
well, does your beast does that have dark vision?
It does. It is a moorbounder.
Moorbounder. Okay.
Yeah, it has 60 feet of dark vision.
Okay. So I mean, I can share it with 4 people, no problem. So I would share my vision with Rin, Lou, and if anybody else wants more dark vision, I give it to Enenra just because if he's out in front, and Cassius for similar reasons.
Does
Sure.
it extend my dark vision, or does it just
300 feet.
To 300 feet.
Yeah.
Jesus? All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so Rin, Enenra, Lou, and Cassius are all getting that?
Yes.
Okay, so Rin is getting vision radius of 300 feet. And Cassius, vision 300 feet.
Everything but the Moorbounder.
And Lou.
That's all right. She's a good girl. She's good with her own sight.
Damn right she is.
And I realize it's not like a summon or anything because it's the find steed spell. I don't actually unsummon her. She just kind of exists until she gets
Okay.
popped, and then I can
That's
bring
right.
her back.
Cool.
Okay.
No, not
Um,
one of those ones where I could send her to a dimensional pocket.
Okay.
She's also kind of big for this area.
Just a little.
So, how are you going to proceed through these tunnels?
Very stealthily and very carefully.
Okay. Everyone who's going to move forward, roll me stealth checks.
I'm assuming it's this way since there's no actual path.
Yeah. Downward is your path.
Yeah, I can.
Well, technically,
Rin's just making some dinner right now, so if you need, I can take her character, but she's essentially just going to follow me.
Okay.
Would
So, yeah,
I get
stealth checks.
advantage?
Yeah, you would.
31.
Jesus Christ.
I disappear from existence.
Everyone in the group tries to remember what you look like.
Yep. I went to a different campaign. I'm in Curse of Strahd now.
I'm gonna hold back and just kind of follow from a distance.
Okay. Are you still trying to be stealthy?
Yeah, I'll do it anyway.
And for the purposes of this, you would all be familiar with spiders and stuff as enemies.
Not terrible.
So, in this instance, a stealth roll is you avoiding vibrating the webs because you know that spiders can feel that. So that's what we're stealthing. That's how we're stealthing.
Gotcha.
Not terrible
Okay,
for disadvantage.
Lou, Cassius,
not
and
at all.
Rin, throwing out stealth checks.
Okay, so
Mine
we
is
all
29.
29.
Yep.
Rin will have to roll. I'm going to guess that her dex is a 2, so I'll just roll a d20.
I can bring her sheet up.
Okay, because I don't believe she has proficiency, but I think she has half plate, and I don't know if that's a disadvantage.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Any kind of heavy armor like that would be, I think.
Since I'm wearing Gidget, would I use my own stealth or hers?
We'll use Gidgets for yours, since you're riding her.
Hey, not bad. Good job, Gidget.
Better than my +0 with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Smart.
And Rin rolls. Ooh, Rin rolls a 9.
Yeah.
So,
Pardon,
Enenra, don't move
Yep.
from where you are.
Not going to.
So now,
Fire against webs is good too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wow. All right. And Enra, throw me out another perception check. Okay. And Enra, you see in the webs kind of up above you, but apparently they don't notice your presence.
I would hope not.
Well, not you, but they also don't know Rin's there. They
Oh.
are not reacting as though they see anything. You see 2 giant spiders, and up ahead, you see. You're familiar with the Underdark. You'd be able to identify this thing.
Yeah, it's my favorite terrain.
You see what looks like a giant spider with the top half of a drow sticking out of it.
What the actual
This is
fuck?
a Drider.
Writer.
That's awesome.
I feel like I'm playing The Witcher right now.
One of the more, I believe that they're cursed because they've done something wrong, but I think I remember hearing that Driders are created by being rewarded by the Spider Queen.
Out of game, Driders are created by Lolth when they fail her tests, and then they are shunned from Drow society, and they basically go crazy. And
Murder things.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, they just basically
Punishment.
become insane spider people in the Underdark.
Yeah, I figured it was either a punishment or a reward. I just couldn't remember.
It is punishment.
Fantastic.
But yeah, they are not reacting to your or any of your party's presence.
I step back to the party and warn them of what's ahead.
Okay.
You just hear a little whisper in your ear since you can't see me.
Pretty much. Yeah.
It's like a
Can you
ghost
hear me?
whispered
Can you
sweet
feel me
nothing.
near you?
Surprise!
Well, I guess when I ambush them or try to sneak away from them.
Is this where we have to go? Is this way?
As far as you can tell, yeah. You could try and backtrack, but you might get lost. You might go the wrong way. There might not even be a way through. You don't know.
I think we have to go through them.
And how many was there? Just 2?
I can only see 2, and the big bitch.
Big bitch. Big bitch and 2.
I mean, if
That
we
is not
took
great.
the king and his people on with a whole group of us, I think 2 little spider people, it shouldn't be a problem.
Probably not. I'm gonna set up for an ambush.
Okay.
Okay. I've been working on a new spell here. Gonna move on
I'm guessing
here.
my sight hasn't been updated since he gave me that 300. I'd still be able to see this guy.
Oh, I thought that I did update it, but apparently not.
I can see.
I don't know if there's a wall or not, but yeah, I don't have my normal.
There we go. Now we're good.
There's a wall there. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you have your normal vision.
Okay.
If y'all are gonna move up, you're gonna need to make stealth checks again.
Oh no, I was checking.
Yay.
Well,
I was gonna move up near Enra.
I'll let an Enra get in position first.
None of you know where an Enra is.
Yep.
Oh shit, that's right.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm in my
uh-oh.
position. Sorry.
I will move forward with.
I would have informed
It
you of
looks
where
like-
the enemies were, though.
Yeah. I'll wait till I hear screams.
Okay. Cassius, if you want to move up, give me a stealth check, and we'll see if you alert anyone.
Got it.
Assuming Ren
And
would
then
probably
is
want to get closer too.
yeah. What do we want to do with Rin here?
She's just getting back with her suit.
Okay.
I would tell her just to stay still for now.
Okay.
There you go. 25.
Okay, with 25. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I don't think it's even possible for them to see you, but the Driders might. Or Drider. Nope.
Yay!
Or rather, as far as you can tell, nope. Okay.
Okay.
Is
Then,
everybody where they want to be?
Yep,
Yep.
I am.
I am not, but okay.
Just as a heads up, if we're going to start combat, this entire area is difficult terrain because of the webs.
Or it would be if I didn't cast Fireball.
That's up to you.
I'm
Hmm.
casting Fireball.
Oh,
You're
Jesus.
in the webs too.
Yep.
Just
Oh,
so you know.
it's worth it. It's worth it.
I
I
will.
not
learned
gonna-
this from Urxus.
I'm not going to stop you. I'm just making sure you're aware of your situation.
And how tall is this ceiling, or from floor, or from webs to top of wherever?
It's about it's a circle, so it's as tall as it is wide.
I have a
Okay.
question. I don't know if I'm reaching or not. I'm gonna share it just to
I
get your
see it.
opinion. Does this mean it's still difficult terrain for me, or is it the webs that are making it difficult terrain, not the?
It's the webs that are making it difficult terrain. So yeah, you would still be subject to difficult terrain.
Yeah, okay. Is it because it says difficult terrain doesn't slow your group's movement, but we're in a different area. Just wanted to make sure.
Mhm.
Right, and like you wouldn't get slowed down by the environment of the Underdark, but since there is webs on top of the environment, like the
Yeah.
webs are a different thing.
Okay, that makes sense. I just wanted to double check.
I mean, if I start floating up, then I won't have difficult terrain. Correct?
Well, the webs don't just go across the floor; the webs are everywhere.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Mhm.
Yep.
So you could fly through the webs if you wanted, but you are still going to have to navigate the webs.
Gotcha. I gotcha.
All right.
All right.
Are we starting combat?
Yeah. I'm loose some
Wow.
arrows.
All right. Well, let's everybody roll initiative, and we'll
Okay.
count this as a surprise round.
Yay. I rolled my damage. I have to make deck saves.
Why didn't that come up?
14. So they're probably going to be alright.
There it is.
Woohoo.
Let's see. Who is within 10 feet of me? No one. Oh, no. Was that Cassius and.
I think I'm the only one that's.
I'm
Do
15
you want me to?
feet from you.
Sorry, Crescent.
I'm gonna put an aura up on you.
Ooh, that means it's an 18.
Yep. You get a
Hey,
plus
not too
4.
shabby.
Yep, you get an 18.
Ah, 19. Play if it's plus 4.
Plus 4? What? Good shit.
And
What color do you want your aura to be?
that color is fine. Just as you know, as dim as or as transparent as you can, so it's not offensive.
Okay. It says it's up, but I don't see it. Can you guys see the aura around you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Uh-huh.
A white aura.
Wow. Yeah, I do not see it. That's fucking weird. All right, but if you tell me it's there, I believe you. Okay, so let's get combat rolling.
But, I mean, I guess it doesn't truly matter, but yeah, mine would be a 19 now.
Oh, where are you?
It's
Just
a
head for Rain.
plus 4. What's Rin's dex?
Rain, give yourself a high rest or a long rest there. She's still kind of damaged.
Also, Gidget's initiative would be a 15. 15.14.
2.4.
Okay. Anybody else need adjustments?
Nope.
Oh, that
I
works.
am not
It's
in.
back
I
up.
am not in his thingy.
Okay. And Enra, you are up.
Going in raw.
All
I
right.
I can't
Surprise.
update my health. I'm at 95, and
Oh,
it's saying 85.
Yeah, for some reason yours is not communicating right, because I'm looking at your sheet because I had it pulled up a little bit earlier, and yeah, you're at full health in D&D Beyond. So just worry about it in D&D Beyond, and we'll figure out why it's being weird later.
Yeah, mine I had to
Mhm.
update too. I didn't carry over automatically. I had to change the sheet in the Fords.
Hmm.
Gotcha. Okay. Bonus action Hunter's Mark. Big guy.
Okay. We'll put that mark on him for Hunter's Mark.
And I will, just for curiosity, I will loose a flame arrow.
Ooh.
Just for
Okay.
the first, just for the first one.
All right. So
All right.
first
Since it,
roll to hit.
yep. Since it is surprise round, technically, do we have advantage since he has no idea I'm here?
Yep. I mean, you would get advantage anyway from unseen attacker since you're invisible to him anyhow. But
That is fair.
Mhm.
22 is definitely. Yeah.
That was sharpshooter, by the way. It does have the -5 to it.
Okay. For 22 damage, and then as your arrow leaves your bow,
Wait.
it is going to ignite in flames.
+2 for Hunter's Mark.
So, and then
Good
an
shit.
additional 2d6 for your fire arrow.
Click and roll. Come on. There we go.
So
Ooh,
32 damage total.
Yeah.
And now we see if you accidentally lit the webs on fire.
If I don't, the fireball, the next shot is going to.
Yep, fireball.
Yeah.
Okay.
Taught me well. I watched him quite a bit.
Your arrow does not ignite the webs.
Okay. I will let loose my other arrows because I get 2 more attacks.
He is going to go. "Rawr!"
All right. This will be sharpshooter as well, not flame arrow.
Okay.
Regular arrow.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit.
Ooh, boy.
Oh, that's not sharpshooter. I didn't click it. That's fine. No, not minus the 2.
Oh, you dipping into rogue, huh?
I did. Why the
Oh,
fuck
that's
did I roll
low.
2? Sorry, I don't know why it rolled 2. You gonna tell me what each individual one was, or no?
Yeah, it should.
Yeah, it does 6 and 3. So the first one's a 6.
Okay.
So it's
19.
okay, minus 19.
And
Oh, he sure didn't like that.
let me actually do the sharpshooter for this last one for the bonus action shot because I have a bow. Thank God.
Ooh.
Yep, 22 is gonna hit too.
Yeah, boo.
-5, so 19 again. Nope. Wait.
Minus
Come on.
5 from 22 is 17.
Okay, so take the 5 from the sneak attack and just make it the sharpshooter or the hunter's mark. So it is
So
24.
24.
Yep.
Woohoo.
Okay. You have seriously injured this bad guy.
Yeah. Did the webs catch fire or no?
Nope.
Okay, good.
You only used fire on the first one, right?
Yeah, just the first one.
Yeah, I rolled for it. You did not ignite it.
Sweet. Let me go ahead and mark off 1 arrow.
Those things are like gold, man.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it for an Enra's turn?
That is it.
Okay. Cassius, you are up. Are you doing it?
Fantastic. I am. I'm just a little bit of what Urxa showed me, and then Hadouken. Fireball.
Okay.
All right. So they're gonna make dex saves. What's your save DC?
It's only 14. So I rolled 33 damage, and it'll take half, basically.
So the Drider saves, and everybody saves. So they're all gonna take half damage from your thing. So what's that?
16.
16 or 17,
16.
depending on what you do.
Always round down.
Okay, 16 it is for each of them.
16. But after the fireball explodes, the webs ignite.
Hmm.
So what's going to happen is the fire is going to spread extremely rapidly, just tearing through this tunnel in both directions. So I'm going to do this individually for damage. Because I'm not going to have you save. Like, you're all amongst the webs. It's going to get you. But it will get them, too. So I am going to start. I guess I'll start with Rin, work my way down to all of you guys, and then I'll roll them last.
Does the being in the aura give me anything extra, or is that just for initiative?
You would get a,
It gives you a bonus to saving throws.
Yes,
Oh.
yes. If
Sure.
saving throws, if that's what it is. Plus 4
Rin?
or whatever.
You are going to take 6 fire damage. Crescent, 4 fire damage.
So half because of my armor.
Yep.
Ooh, see? Working as a
Lou, you're
team.
taking 5 fire damage. And Gidget is getting... Oh, Gidget got 9. Anenra, 7. And Cassius, 9 fire damage.
Fuck.
So it took 7.
Okay, now the 2 spiders. 4.
Ooh, does that mean not difficult terrain anymore?
That means it is no longer difficult terrain.
Bonus.
And this guy. Oof. Okay. Okay. So the webs are all gone. And Cassius, you doing anything else with your turn?
Yep. I'm going to use bonus action quicken my cantrip. I could still cast that, right?
Yeah. You just
Okay,
can't do
then
another
I'm
leveled spell.
That's what I figured. So I'm going to cast Firebolt on the top spider here.
Okay.
Hopefully hit him. That's not going to hit him. That's a 10. I always roll such shit with my cantrip.
10 does not hit.
Yeah.
I knew I should have coated this place in Phasrus.
Yep. I hate phasers so much. I'm so scared of that. I'm going to head back here towards Lou. Back up a bit there. And that is my turn, gentlemen. And
Okay, spider number 1 is no longer surprised. Rin, you are up. You are no longer in difficult terrain since it's all been burned.
I don't want to quick fireball. No, crazy.
Okay. So clearly I can't go there.
There's spiders up ahead.
You probably just touched the wall when you were trying to move.
Yeah. Spiders up ahead. And a big spider.
I would like to rage.
All right. You may rage.
Just gonna kill everything.
You don't know that.
Yeah, I kind of do, yeah. No joke when you rage.
Ooh, 11 is not going to hit.
That's just my first hit.
Yep.
Oh, shit. I shouldn't have moved so far back.
22.
Yeah, Blue gets
20.
up next to him. My next turn will be just perfect for you guys.
Oh, yeah. 22 is going to hit.
Oh, bonus action move. Okay. Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yep. You kill the fuck out of this guy. Spider number 1 is super dead.
Go win. Yeah.
And That's it.
I feel bad. These guys don't even have a chance to fight.
I don't.
Yes,
I hate that.
you should feel bad.
I've been bit by the giant spider. Not good.
Crescent, you are up.
All right, so since I can't really see them, I'm going to take 15 feet to move this way. Near death. All right. So that changes my plan. And see what they were doing. So I am. Yeah, this seems like a good plan. I will cast Moonbeam on, I guess, this guy.
Oh my god.
And we're just getting it all out there, huh?
That's right. This one do damage. Oh fuck! And of course I had to do good damage too. So yeah, it's a 10-foot column. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do it on this guy instead. That way people can move into it. So
And it is
so it's one of
a
those.
con save.
Well, it's start their turn or move into it for the first time, so it wouldn't do damage
Oh.
now. But
Okay. Let's get rid of the fireball template so that I can see what's happening here. And then yours, it's just a 5 foot, right?
yeah,
So it's just basically right on top of them. All right.
and yeah. So I am just going to move here for the rest of the turn. Yeah, that'll be it.
Okay. Okay. That will bring us to Gidget.
Ooh, big circle.
She's going. She's going to carry me.
I can barely hear you, Scott.
Sorry about that. She's going to carry me here. And then, can she hold her action to dash away when I get off?
Yeah, I'd allow that.
All right. And that will end her turn.
Okay. Mr. Spider is no longer surprised. Mr. Drider is no longer surprised.
But
Lou.
what did take it? The
Oh, that's right. He's got to make a save.
Yeah.
24.
All right. So you want me to roll again, or just keep that what I rolled?
We'll just keep what you rolled.
So since it passed, it's 9 points of
Radiant.
something.
Wrong
Yeah.
select tool.
Good shit.
That's 9.
Moon damage.
Okay.
Finisher.
And so that means it's Lou's turn.
All right.
Cut that thing in
Lou
half.
is going to use half of his movement to get off, and Gidget is going to Whoa, Jesus Christ.
Goodbye, Gidget.
Gidget's going places.
Yeah. And Lou is going to step forward with the rest of his movement speed to this guy, pulling out his fancy new greatsword and giving it a couple swings.
Do the swing. $16. I'm on the wrong page, but I'm pretty sure it hits. Yep, 16 hits. 12 damage. You cut this giant spider into 2 pieces, spraying yourself down with a bunch of spider innards. But he is dead as fuck.
Damn, you rolled 2 ones on that damage.
Right, and I'm going to point it at the dryad and just kind of grin.
He's a dryder, not a dryad.
I'm sorry, Drider.
Okay. Is that it for Lou's turn?
It is.
Okay. So there's that. So this guy, since he's not surprised anymore, from around the corner.
Oh.
Good.
You hear the skittering of spider-like limbs. And you see another Drider. This one looks different. The body of it is white instead of black. And he's kind of wearing vestments of his former drow life still. Like, this guy looks like he's retained some of his brain. And he is going to look down at what is happening here. And
I'm hoping he doesn't say, "We were peaceful. We just want to find peace."
No,
Why are you
you
killing
guys
my
have only
family?
done that to one of them.
Okay.
That's only 5 feet. And
That would change my perception of the Underdark for sure.
He is going to pull a longbow off of his back, and he is going to aim it at Lou since he's the closest. And
Bring it on.
Yeah, he does. So shot 1 is a natural 1, so nope.
I catch it with my teeth.
You catch it with your teeth. It tastes terrible. Shot number 2 is a 19.
I catch it with my throat.
So this arrow lodges into you, and you get 11 piercing damage and 8 poison damage as you can feel something coursing through your veins, burning you from the inside. And then he's going to shoot one more time. That's a 25, so that's a hit for 10 piercing and 7 poison.
Awesome.
Ouchies.
But that's it for his turn. So, Enenra, you are up. And if I'm not mistaken, Enenra, you still gain advantage from an unseen attacker since they are relying on dark vision to see you right now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
First one is going at my hunter's mark target.
Okay. Oh yeah, 19's gonna hit.
Get obliterated.
He had. We're not getting sneak attack on this one, right?
If I have advantage, I believe I have.
Oh,
Sneak
you have
attack.
advantage, so yep, you do. Yep. Yep, you totally fuck his day up.
I will.
He was still clinging to the ceiling, and as your arrow pierces his throat, his hands go for it, and he drops to the ground, dead.
A volley of arrows. Look at this guy. I will bonus action move my hunter's mark to this guy.
Okay. Moved hunter's mark over to that guy.
And I will let loose another arrow with sharpshooter.
Okay.
Don't fail me now. Actually, let me make sure I turn off dread. Okay, that's off.
25 hits.
No sneak attack.
So 22 damage.
Oop, wait, let me. How do cancel.
You can see him looking basically directly at you, but almost like he's looking through you. Like he's looking at you, but he doesn't not see you. He's just like super confused.
Plus 1 extra point of hunter's mark damage.
Plus 1 hunter's mark damage.
Gotta love rolling ones.
They're the best.
Mm-hmm. And that will end my turn. I'm not moving.
Okay. Cassius, you are up.
Well, my 2 allies are a little bit further than I hoped, so I'm going to use my movement and my bonus action to get in between them there.
Okay.
If my guy will move. Oh, he's not going to move because I think I have it on move.
Yeah, gotta have the select tool.
No, I don't want to open my thing. God
You can
damn it,
press
Corey.
spacebar and it'll move it when you're on the measuring tool.
Oh, thank you.
Hmm.
I'll remember that
Yep.
next time. I'll move between you guys. That's my movement bonus action. I'll clap my hands together, and I will cast haste on the both of you twin spell.
Ooh.
So you
Ooh,
guys have
that's a
an
good move
additional.
right there.
You
Lou's
guys get
grin
an
gets bigger.
additional attack plus an extra 2 to AC.
What?
You guys get a plus 2 to AC, and you get an additional attack.
You get an additional action. You don't have to use it for
Action,
attack,
sorry.
right?
No.
Yeah.
But when are
It's
you
an
gonna
action,
not
you're
take
right.
an attack? You know.
Right,
But
but
that's
since you're taking the attack action, that means if you have multi-attack, you get to attack twice with that
No.
action.
Nope. It does. It actually specifically states it in the spell that
yeah.
Oh, does it?
multi-attack. Yeah, multi-attack does not stack.
If it says you
Oh.
take
It gives you
the
one
attack
additional
action,
attack
you get
action.
one additional attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's still
Okay.
awesome.
Yeah,
That would be
you
super
still get
awesome.
3 attacks, which is badass. And your
And that's it.
movement speed is doubled.
Yep, that's true. So you guys can run twice as far, plus 2 to AC, and you get an extra attack if you take the attack action.
Yeah, haste is freaking great.
Does that mean I could cast 2
Yep.
fireballs? No, right?
You'd had to not cast anything as a bonus spell, and you'd probably almost have to take 2 levels on fighter.
Yeah, I'd have to use action search. Yeah. No, okay, don't worry about it. Yep, you guys are good. That's what you guys got.
Okay.
Go fuck this guy up for us.
Is that it for Cassius?
That is it, sir.
All right, Rin, because that guy's dead.
Ah.
You are up.
It's my turn now.
Yeah.
So 3 attacks, right?
That's right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, let's
And plus, you move twice as far, so.
come on.
Ooh, a 13 is not going to connect.
Okay, I have 2 more hits.
Mm-hmm. That's going to hit.
Ooh.
15 slashing damage.
You rolled a 6 and a 1.
All right, one more.
Aren't you raging though? Yeah.
Yeah. Is it not including her rage? I thought it was.
Okay, I'm
Because
done.
that makes your strength 6. I don't know how much the sword does. I haven't looked at it.
I'm getting
Unless it's
shit
like-
rolls. It was my fault. I rolled like a 20 fucking D20s. So it's my fault.
All right.
Okay.
Crescent, you are up.
All right, so I have a question because I've never used this spell before, but feeling I'm gonna do it regardless. This will be my learning lesson. Feeling empowered by conquering this king. I'm gonna move up some, and then I'm well within 120 feet. I am going to cast Bigsby's hand over, obviously, the only person. So I'll put that. Oh fuck! I don't know why I rolled so many. Does that? Yeah, that. So can I want to grasp the guy is what I want to do. So can I do that on this turn, or is that like pop up for the next turn?
What is this? The spell should tell you if you can make an attack with it on the turn you summon it.
Give me 1 second. I just. Why did that not show up? So that's the one. Why? I don't know why it keeps rolling the dice for me. But
So before, if you just hit the little arrow next to Bigby's hand, it drops it down so you can read it.
Okay.
Grasping hand. There it is.
Yeah.
Okay. The hand attempts to grapple a huge or smaller target with.
When you cast a spell and as a bonus action on subsequent turns,
Yep.
you can move the
So,
hand
yeah.
50 feet and cause one of its actions.
All right, so
So
yeah.
yeah, you
Hand.
Crescent's
On the turn that you
tail!
cast it, and and for your bonus action on every subsequent turn, you can move it 60 feet and
Do
use
one of
one of
those
its actions.
actions. Yeah.
It's
So
like a spiritual weapon that takes an
Mhm.
action to cast.
And then the bonus action to grapple.
Except does way
and
more stuff.
then he can
Yeah.
crush
Yeah,
you.
way more stuff. Yeah.
got a lot more. Okay.
There you go.
That opens up my vision too.
All-seeing eye.
Okay. So for him, you want to grasp him, right?
Right. I want to, grasp and grapple him. Yeah. Grasping hand. Yeah. So that's a
And
contested
then just okay.
grapple strength, right?
Contested athletics.
And he's not medium or small, right? So it would just be a straight roll.
You can
Yeah,
use
he
dex.
is large.
You can use acrobatics if you want, if it's better for him.
Well, it wouldn't have mattered.
Oh boy.
So what is their hand roll for its strength check?
It's a 26 strength, so it's plus 8.
So roll it out.
I don't think I have anything with that plus 8 on it. Ugh. It'll be a 9.
Oh no.
The one thing that you could have. He rolled a nat 2, and you rolled a nat 1. Wow.
Jesus, it wasn't meant to be.
I was this close to just not having you roll it because I was like, "There's no way," but then that happened.
There's
Well,
always a way.
it's still gonna be there. It's just gonna like go to grab at him, and I still don't have full control of this because it's new to me, and it's just gonna miss.
He high fives it. All right. So from around, and that's a concentration spell, right? So your moonbeam is gone.
Correct.
From around the corner, you hear some more skitters. And running along the ceiling is this guy. So let's see. He's gonna have...
Another one just show up.
Mm-hmm.
So he is hanging out above Rin. And he is actually going to drop. He's going to drop onto Rin.
No, that's
So
great.
I guess I didn't need to do that. So he's going to drop onto you and try and bite you. Does a 14 hit Rin? I don't think it does anymore.
No.
So he crashes down next to you, trying to get his teeth into you, but it doesn't quite happen.
I shove him off with I kind of push him off of me.
Mm-hmm. And
As,
then he is going to pull a sword off of his body and try and hit you with it, but he's going to miss. And so that's it for him. I guess we can put him in the order now. Gidget. Is Gidget going to be doing anything? Should we take her out of the initiative order? Or?
No, she got mollywopped by the fire. She's not going to get hit by these things.
Yeah, so...
That took out a third of her health.
Oof.
Oh, she's a simple beast. She's more of a mount than a combat, so...
Mm-hmm.
I need to find greater steed.
So that guy's dead. That guy's dead. Lou, you are up. You are hasty.
Lou is going to rush over.
Shit, yeah, you can go twice as far. So
yeah.
I'm going to move the dead ones out of the way so that
bye, dead ones.
So that it's easy to see what's going on here.
Actually, sorry. And he is going to go ham with his 3 attacks.
Fucking do it.
By the way.
I do.
Yes.
You also moved me 2 out of the map. I'm not on there anymore.
Oh.
I don't know why that.
Are you dead?
Oh, no, you're right here.
Right there. What are you talking about?
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't move you.
Oh, because I'm still on the hand, that's why.
Ah.
All right, so that rolled in reverse. It's a 21 to hit.
Oh, weird.
For damage.
Yeah, definitely gonna hit.
There we go.
And 21 damage. So your sword snakes into this guy's body, and you can just see the lightning crackling off of his skin as he turns towards you, like, ah!
Damn right.
As soon as he turns around, he's gonna get a face full of sword.
All right, bring it.
Aren't you a dwarf?
He's a rabbit.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm a rabbit folk. I'm a Harangon.
Oh, okay.
For an additional 20 damage. Just chunks of damage coming off of this guy.
Yeah, damn. You roll 46 with that thing? That thing's nasty.
Yeah.
It's a big boy weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, does a
Jesus.
16 hit?
A 16 is not going to hit.
Oh.
Damn, that was damn good damage too. Fuck.
Let me see. Is there anything
The
I
trick
can
with
do?
the arcing greatsword is it does a lot of extra damage, but it doesn't have much in the way of help to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that going to be it for Lou?
Yes, it is.
Okay, that's going to bring us back to the top of the round. So this guy, now that he's got a target within reach of him, is going to smile a weird, creepy spider smile, drop his bow, grab his pike, and strike out at Rin with his pike. Does a 17 hit Rin?
Just hits.
Did you
Okay.
have your +2 on
No.
your AC there?
Oh, never
You got your
mind.
plate
Never
armor
mind.
now.
I have +2. Yeah, it doesn't hit at all.
All right.
He tries to
In
attack
that
her
case,
with a gnome.
he's yeah.
Aw.
That's how he does. That's how he does magic damage.
He just throws pike at people.
Then I'm gonna guess a 16 does not hit you. So he's gonna be annoyed by that, and so he's gonna try and bite you. There we go. Does a 24 hit? Oh, but then he rolls a 1 for his damage. All right, fine. So that's going to be 1 piercing damage and 10 poison damage. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, she got this.
A Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw.
Barbarian life.
Oh.
Jesus.
Nope.
Oh no!
All right.
You got a what?
I
Rin.
told you
You don't
I'm
have
rolling
advantage on
shit.
those?
Rin, as this big white Spider-Man bites you, you can feel it feels almost like your blood is slowing down in your body, and you look down at your hands and you're trying to move out your sword so you can hit him, but you just can't move. Rin is paralyzed.
Oh boy.
Damn.
Oh boy.
Good thing someone packed less
Let's
restoration.
see. Do we have here? That's
Good.
Rin is paralyzed.
Yeah.
But that's it for his turn. He probably should have led with that. But anyway, Adenra, you are up.
Do what I do best. Loose.
Oh yeah. Which one are you hitting?
Hunter's mark, dude.
The one that you're hunting mark. Yeah, that makes
Yep.
sense. So 21.
25 for the hunter's mark.
25.
And turn off sneak attack. Sharpshooter. And loose.
Oh yeah.
20.
Man, without advantage, you would have missed every time.
I know, right? Hold on, wait. And an extra 2.
So 22 total?
Yeah. Well, plus I'm using sharpshooter too, so.
Yeah. All right.
That is it.
Okay, Cassius, you're up.
Cool. Nothing too amazing this time. I'm going to bonus action, convert some sorcery points, and then I'm going to cast Firebolt on both of them with a twin spell. So
Okay.
first one on the left there.
Okay.
Oh, that's awful.
That is gonna miss.
And then cast it. The other one will hit the second guy. Well,
Okay.
that was for him. Oh, it's just as awful. See, I hate firebolt so much. That shit never works, man.
You hit Crescent's hand twice, and it's like, hey,
Yeah,
You some bitch.
trying.
I'ma slap
trying
you.
over here. I'm trying.
Is that it for Cassius?
Yes. Actually, I just realized. Oh, okay, it's fine. I will. I'll just move back a step for now, and that'll be my turn. Thank you.
Okay, Rin, you can make another con save to try and shake off this paralyzation.
Okay. $16.
The DC is 16.
Mm.
You are feeling some control back over your body. You are no longer paralyzed. But unfortunately, that is your whole turn. So, Crescent, you are up.
Rider poison.
So, as a bonus action, seeing that he couldn't grasp the guy with, this guy right here, he's just gonna try to do what he does best and just kind of close the fingers and give it an old puncheroo.
Give him a puncheroo.
Give him the puncheroony.
On
Your backhand, your pimp hand, stay strong.
23.
Ooh. Crescent, you fisted him so good.
4. Why did it seem like I rolled a lot? Oh, because Clark bullshit. Wait, why did? So it should just
force
be
and bludgeon.
Yeah.
So it should just be the 14.
Oh.
Because I think it's trying to add anything that rolled. It should only be clenched fist should only be 48 force. But it's 14.
You did 14 fisting damage.
And I'm still not gonna like that he is up and about, so I am going to, as my main action, cast Toll of the Dead. That's a wisdom save of 16.
22.
Oh, that's right. No, all right, so he passed. So there's no place to hide, so I'll just stay here.
Okay, so this guy, since Lou was bothering him quite a bit, he is going to try and stab Lou with his sword. Oh boy, nope. I'm gonna guess that an 8 does not hit.
Too fast.
And here comes a nat 1 for the second attack.
Too fast.
So he's gonna lean in for a bite. 11.
I'm too fast.
You are too fast.
Freaking ninja.
Got an 18 AC right now.
All right. The Drider looks disappointed in himself and his life choices. Gidget is going to chill out there. Dead. Lou, it is your turn.
Lou is not very happy about what has just happened with the whole trying to attack him thing. So he's going to move to this position as he's grasping his sword with or as he's dragging the sword across the ground. It seems to like spark every now and then as it starts to glow with multicolored lights. As he gets into position, lifts it over his head and swings down, calling out, "Let the weight of Helm's judgment be upon you!" As he slams down, casting 36-pound Phoenix.
Ooh.
I've never heard of that, but it sounds sexy.
It's one of my spells.
Homebrew spell, got it.
So, after charging...
What anime is this from? I know you like to use animated moves.
Honestly, I don't know. It's from the same guy that does a bunch of anime spells, and I just like the way that it looked.
Okay, so they both have to make a dex save. And all right, so deck save for the Drider. Well, closest to you, 16.
That's a
And
make.
for the big guy,
I like that it's not too
11.
overpowered either.
So
As
he is now
as
prone.
you said, the Drider made it the first one.
Yeah, the first one made it, the second one failed.
As he goes to, as it looks like he's about to make it, my holy symbol is going to flash as I cast Silvery Barbs.
Oh, you would. That imposes disadvantage, right?
No, it's an additional D20 roll, and you take the lower of the two.
Okay, so it's basically the same as disadvantage.
Yeah, but
Yep.
it stacks
All right.
on without being.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it can stack with disadvantage.
So they both fail. So they are both now prone. Wait, they're not immune to being prone, right?
I don't
No.
know, are they?
I just had to make sure.
They don't float. We all float.
And then how much damage do they each take?
9 damage.
9 damage. Okay. Okay. So you've got 2 prone Driders. And is that it for your turn?
That was my hasted action.
Ah, that's right.
I'm going to move back over here and swing down on this Drider.
Do it. Do the thing. Oof. 20 damage. Bow. Oh,
You're-
not 29 damage. That's not right.
And then I've
So,
got
yeah.
another attack for my main, because it's my main action.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on.
Oh, but that is not gonna connect. So this Drider is basically spewing blood out of his mouth and onto the ground, but he's too far gone to really notice his situation. He just still sees a meal. That's going to bring us back to the top of the round. This one, though, is a little bit smarter and sees that things are not going well for him. So he is going to... He is going to take the opportunity attack, and he is going to dash away from Rin, up the wall and along the ceiling. So Rin, you're going to get an opportunity attack here as he runs away.
Bigby's hand is a creature in and of itself, so would it get an attack of opportunity?
I know that spiritual weapons don't.
yeah, but I mean
Spiritual weapons
it
not
has
free.
AC and HP, so it's
Yeah.
I don't think it has intelligence, though.
Well, I mean, I
Let's
assume
see.
it would be the caster's reaction to do it.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll allow it.
I got a phone call. I'll be right back.
okay.
Yeah, go for it.
Nope.
So go ahead and roll. Nope. Okay. So you guys both miss. And this guy takes off along the ceiling, dashing away.
Jesus.
And disappearing into the darkness. And that is going to bring us out of combat. But as you guys are celebrating your victory over the Driders and the Webs, you can hear around the corner, and this is where we're going to end it today. You can hear the click clack of the little spider legs on stone somewhere nearby. And you can hear someone muttering.
Ooh.
Oh, fuck, we didn't actually kill that guy. I thought you killed him.
He's gonna die though.
And or my bad.
There's no way he will.
Yeah, I mean, he's so close to death. I swear I thought you killed him.
No, I was trying my damnedest.
Whoa. He's hunter marked. Good call,
Yeah,
buddy.
the one that
Everyone
ran is
slithered
hunter's
away.
marked.
Yeah. I'm not gonna
I mean,
I didn't see what happened. Doctors calling me. What? I'm assuming he ran away.
Yep. But yeah, he's hunter's marked, so for the next 24 hours, you can more easily track him, right?
I think I just know where he is. Like I don't
We'll
think
figure it
can,
out. I mean,
yeah.
I say I don't think he could have got too far.
he's not. He's actively trying to run away from you, and he has more movement speed than any of you. So, I mean, if he wants to get away, he can get away. But you
Does
could
he?
find
Though?
him.
'Cause we have 2 people that are hasted.
Yep. Rin and Lou can sprint and move action sprint.
80 feet of movement plus she's got 160 feet of movement.
Yeah, but he made it off the map.
Oh. Well,
all right.
He broke the game, so never mind.
He's now in between maps, going, "What the fuck?"
He found a glitching spot, and he's under the
did.
map shooting through people.
He answered the phone. He got called out of the Matrix.
Oh, don't worry. The barbarian and the rabbit person will find them.
I mean, I'll let you guys roll if you want to extra murder this guy that I thought was already dead, because he is like really close to dead, but I just thought he was already dead.
Well, I'm rolling pretty shittily. Like honestly, if I roll right now, I highly doubt I'll kill him.
Yeah, see?
He's prone, so it's advantage, right? So even I would probably be able to hit him.
You might crit.
Oh, he's advantage? Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
he's really
prone.
That's even worse. Okay. So I hit him
But that
once.
20 hit.
You got 3 at strength. There's no way he survives.
20 slashing damage. Is he dead yet?
He's not dead yet, but he's real close.
Okay, so I have one more turn. I have literally one more turn. Okay.
You get 3 attacks on your turn.
Right? Yeah.
Yep, that
I mean, you
hits.
still have haste, though.
See, all 3 of your attacks hit.
Yeah, he's dead.
All 3 of my attacks? Okay, here. 1.
She just wants to roll the dice. I know it.
She's having so much fun right now.
So everyone in the party is starting to relax and celebrate their victory, but Rin is just over there smashing this body into little bits of mush.
She's mad. She's very mad because the little paralyzing shit got away. Yeah. And she doesn't. She is also upset because she may or may not see Moon Thingy anymore ever again.
Ren, if you want revenge on that guy who paralyzed you, I can track him for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna go chase this guy down.
If you want to chase him down and the group's okay with it, we can chase him down.
Well, we have to think smartly about this too, because we could be walking ambush.
And we still have 2 people that are poisoned, right?
Oh no, what?
No one's actually suffering from the poison condition. They just did poison damage.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Not the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so
I completely obliterated that spider. I'm making very clear that that thing was like a piece of goop by the time that I was done it. Okay?
Oh yeah.
Like
there's just nothing left. And Nenra will not be able to harvest any poison from that one.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Thanks, Rin.
I'm sorry.
It sounds like there's plenty more in here, so.
But yeah, as you guys are coming down from celebrating your victory over the Driders, from up around the corner, you could hear the little click-clack of the little spider legs on stone, and you can hear someone muttering up ahead.
Not good.
And if you go around the corner, you are going to see another Drider, and he's just kind of facing the wall, tapping his feet around, and you can just kind of hear him muttering to himself. Not really anything coherent, but he's also not hostile. And that is where we're going to end the session today.
I'm not gonna lie, this was the first time I actually got to use the Gloomstalker invisibility thing to my advantage, and it was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, they wouldn't have been able to see you, so any attacks would have been at disadvantage all the time. Just like, yeah, Gloomstalker bullshit is awesome.